Okay, this will be our last question today, and that seems like it went fast. Kirsty asks, I work from home at a computer all day, and I like to keep some kettlebells in my office and take a break every once in a while and do a couple of different exercises. Uh, One of my people in my inner circle does this and is making great progress. Phil Maffetone has a book on this. I talk a lot about every minute on the minute. This program is every hour on the hour. Over the course of the day, I feel like it can add up to a full workout, and I agree with you. I know that this isn't going to give me the cardio benefits of doing all my exercises close together, but yeah, that might be true. But just think about what these bouts of exercise are doing, holistically. This model we put together in the 1960s and 1970s about how we train the cardiovascular system is fine if you're a weekend runner who does 5 and 10K races, the bagel races, as we call them here at the house. But there are other ways of chasing cardiovascular benefits. Cardiovascular training it really is a power law. There are great benefits from high intensity. And there's also great benefits from long, slow walks. Which one is better? The answer is yes. Yeah. But let's keep going. Since I'm not exercising long enough to stay at a high heart rate for a while, but are there other benefits I'm missing? Since kettlebells aren't super heavy, I don't feel like they require a super long warm-up like heavy barbell squats, okay, or deadlifts or something like that. So it seems reasonable to me that if I can break it up into 5 to 10 minute increments throughout the day, that I can break it up in those. Okay. Basically, what I'm wondering is, should I be carving out time in my day to do a longer kettlebell specific workout? Well, Kirsty, first off, applaud yourself, and because all our listeners are applauding you too, for working out in a way that works for you. Kirsty, one of the reasons I work out for today was an hour and a half, and recently most days are about that, is because I'm in a situation in life where with my home gym and my schedule, which I make, I can carve out an hour and a half to do all my Olympic lifting. I can do my sprint work. I can do I do this ab complex. I can, work my guns. And then I go for a ruck or a walk or a heavy hands. But, if I was still a full-time teacher and professor, or a full-time professor and administrator, man, I was down to 15-minute workouts a day for everything, as I noted in the question we just had. Do you need it? Here's what I'm thinking. If you're doing in your day the squat movements, the press movements, I think that the benefits you get from that are just outstanding. The fact that you're getting up and moving every couple of hours. Are there some things you might be missing? Well, you are sitting in a chair all day. I would just make sure your hip flexors stay flexible. I keep an eye on your ab wall because, sitting at a desk all day long, I wish there was and I know some people, they sit on those yoga balls at work. There's a wonderful The Office, the American edition, of where Dwight gets himself a bouncing ball where he sits on it and working my core, he's bouncing on it, and then Jim takes a scissors and pops it. Which I thought was funny. But it does work. Steve Ilg wrote his book, Total Body Transformation, sitting on a yoga ball the entire time with toe spreaders, which I think is an interesting idea too. If you have a situation where sitting in a chair like this all day, I think will lead to problems. And you don't have to be, what I just saw a movie, you don't have to be Ed Einstein to know this, which I thought was hilarious. But you don't have to be Ed Einstein. Sitting at a desk, it's just hard on your body. And, all the nonsense in an office with all the crap food. And it seems like every day is a birthday. There's always cake, For more information, see the movie Office Space or the TV shows The Office. The fact that you're getting up and moving and doing exercises, hats off to you. Do you need a longer kettlebell workout? That's the question you're asking. I'm going to say, I don't know, because I think you're doing pretty good. I would say this, maybe on the weekend, and I'm hoping on the weekend, you either get yourself into a nice long walk, or one idea would be a longer kettlebell workout followed by a reasonably long walk. And I think you get all the benefits from what we do. I'll also say this, and Kirsty, I'm just guessing you're a woman from the name, but strength training tends to do miraculous things for women in the same way that most men could probably use a little bit more sprinting and walking. It's just the nature of the game that I notice. So the fact that you're lifting, I think is wonderful. I would emphasize the squat family, the press family, and as appropriate, I don't know what your office situation is, but he'd throw in a couple Turkish get-ups, and maybe that's not appropriate in an office situation. I don't know. But it's a great question. And I wish you could have given me just a little bit more detail about what the exercises are, and something like you're at home. Yeah, do the Turkish get-ups then if you're at home. I love this idea, and I'm gonna encourage any of my listeners who find themselves sitting at a desk all day to bring in a piece of equipment, and every so often just do something with it. When in doubt, squat. When in doubt, press. When in doubt, the armor building complex. It's a fun question, and I hope I answered it okay.